Hello everybody, what is up? It's TB from Vectorburn, and today we are going to continue our ESO versus WoW comparison series, specifically taking a look at dungeons. What does ESO do well? What does World of Warcraft just do, I guess? Because, and spoiler alert, ESO wins. But with that being said, let's kind of touch on what World of Warcraft currently has to offer. So they have three types of dungeons, right? You have the normal dungeon, you have heroic, which is a bit harder than normal, but not really, let's be honest. And then you have mythic, and that's kind of it. Now, a huge detriment to World of Warcraft, in my opinion, is that they do not cater to the solo player at all as far as dungeons go. Like we did have mage towers back in Legion, but one, that was back in Legion, and two, that was the single piece of content catered to solo players. And even then, you couldn't do that consistently. Like it depended on the week, on the resources, all that stuff. But people really enjoyed that because they had nothing else as far as solo content goes, which was, you know, fine. But luckily we have ESO to come to the rescue, and ESO does this really well. Like they offer so much solo content as well as group content. Like I get it that, you know, it's an MMO and you should play it with friends because it's a multiplayer game, but still completely disregarding solo players is just a really bad idea, in my opinion. Like especially when you make the switch like I did from WoW to ESO, most likely you won't have any friends to play with. You'll be here by yourself, and you know, maybe that's your thing. Like I know me personally, I really do enjoy the solo play, being able to do like interesting content by myself, maybe, you know, push the limits. That's super fun, and ESO has a lot of solo content offered for all types of players. So let's take a look at all the different types of dungeons we have. So let's open up our map, and I guess I should touch on the two main types of dungeons. So you have instance dungeons and non-instance ones. So for people that don't really know what this means, non-instanced are areas that you can join, and you will also see other random players just pop in, and you know, you could share that area with a bunch of other people, whereas instanced ones are only meant for you and the group you signed up with. So this could be like a pre-made group, or you could use like the dungeon finder to queue up and go in, and that is going to be considered an instance dungeon. So let's talk about non-instance ones. First we have the delves. So this is the icon for a delve, this little torch. These are basically like super mini dungeons that you could complete by yourself just fine, but also if you go in, you'll most likely see other people you know, do their thing in there, and you can either group up with them if you want, or you could all individually complete the delve and be rewarded for that. Now these delves have like a bunch of mobs in there, and you get to the end, you have like a mini boss, you kill it, you get loot, yada yada yada. You know, happy fun times. Now the second type, there are still delves, but there are group delves, because this will be a solo delve. And a group delve would look the same, but with a plus sign right next to it, which means it's kind of designed for a two-player group. That's like a recommended minimum if you really want to do that, but it's like it's a delve, but meant for two or more people, which is just more challenging content. And this is non-instance everything. So now the second thing, again, non-instanced, I haven't really discovered one like that just yet, because you know, my exploration skills aren't that high. Like here in Vardenfell, all this side is just unexplored, but we can see that here on the map. So these are public dungeons. It's almost like a tunnel entrance or like a cave entrance or something like that. So this is the icon for them. These are basically delves, but like supersized delves. These are meant for groups of people. It will have more mobs in there. It will have multiple mini bosses. And the nice thing about this is that in there you can have group challenges. So those are like specific challenges meant for completing in a group, and once you do them, you know, you can get achievements, you can get a bunch of loot, you can get all kinds of, you know, juicy stuff, which is again really cool. It offers more variety, and it's really up to you what you want to do. After that, we have group dungeons. Group dungeons are the classical dungeons, the same way you have in WoW. Let me show you the icon for that. Let's see, where could we find one? Like here, right? So the icon would be this little gate thingy with the plus sign on it. So these are classical dungeons meant for 4 people, a healer, a tank, and 2 DPS. You can queue up for them, or you can get a group together and do those. Now, as far as difficulty goes, you have normal dungeons and veteran dungeons. Now, veteran dungeons are kind of like WoW's mythic ones, because I can't compare them to you know, heroics, because heroics are basically normal dungeons. Now, obviously I haven't done these just yet, because you would require 1, you need to be level cap, and 2, at least combat point 160. At least that's what most people told me. So I haven't really had a chance to try these out, but I'll definitely get into that, because it's just a natural part of progression. And yeah, that's pretty cool. That's like the classical dungeon type. So moving on, you have trials. So trials are basically raids, but in ESO, raids are meant for 12 people. Again, you have like normal and veteran and all that good jazz. So, you know, it's exactly what you would expect. It's a raid, and everybody can do it. So now the last thing we have that is again catered towards both the solo player and the group player are arenas. So arenas, it's not like a PvP arena, but it's like a trial. It's something like the Mage Tower, but a lot more challenging, and ESO does it in like waves. So you go into a little arena, and you will have 9 waves of different encounters. Now, going through all the 9 stages, depending on your score, because there's a score, and depending on like time completion and stuff like that, you can get some awesome rewards for that. And the cool thing about this is that there's actually a leaderboard for this. So a leaderboard for solo content that you could participate in, and at the end of each week you will have like the top 100 players, depending on their score, will get some pretty cool rewards. I'm not exactly sure what these rewards are, but I'm guessing, you know, in-game loot stuff. This will be delivered to you via in-game mail at the end of the week. And again, you can do the solo. The solo one is called Maelstrom Arena, and you have another one that's called like Black Rose Prison, which is meant for 4 players. Now, I'm sure I am leaving out a couple. There may be more, I don't know, but it seems the most popular ones are Maelstrom Arena, which is meant for solo play, and then Black Rose Prison, which is again for groups. Now, the point here is not the actual, you know, how many do you have or stuff like that. It's just really reinforcing the idea that ESO caters so well to both the solo player and the group player, which World of Warcraft completely neglects. And I think that is a horrible decision. Whereas in ESO, you have so much content that you can do, you know, at your own pace, in your own time. You don't need a bunch of friends online to, you know, help you do this content. You can just do it by yourself, and that is pretty awesome. So now let's jump into a normal dungeon. Again, it's not going to be a guide. I am going to play a dungeon that I haven't completed yet, and see like the reactions and what goes on in there. So yeah, let's jump into that. All right, so here we are in the Crypt of Hearts. Crypt of Hearts 2. I guess that's like the second part of this dungeon. And already, as we just stepped in, a bunch of stuff is happening. Man, I really like the mobs here. Look at this big guy. Holy moly, why are you attacking me? Wait, I should... Okay, never mind. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Yes, let's take the quest. Okay, goodbye. So, right now, since this is a new dungeon for me, we got a dungeon quest. which I'm definitely going to do, and we will cut back to the boss fights and stuff, see how those work out. Okay, this looks like, okay, yeah. So this should be like an actual boss, and also our tank just came back, which is super nice because things were getting sketchy. Oh, we have some lightning action. Okay, but this seems to, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This seems like a pretty good fight. I mean, okay, let's stay out of the AoE. While we have the AoE exactly on the boss, I'm not gonna melee him or her. Then we jump, we do this, bam. Some bleed action going on. Oh, what is this? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I mean, she went down pretty fast, but I just got turned into like a cocoon or something. Pretty interesting dungeon so far. Again, this is the first time I'm doing this, so yeah, I really enjoy this. Okay, so it looks like we have a mini boss here. We just opened the door and then this thing came out. Seems like it's spawning some ads, which is kind of simple to really like avoid, but yeah. Usually in like any MMO, any dungeon setting, you would wanna first get the ads down, right? And then do the rest. Ooh. Yeah. Let's focus. Let's focus. There we go. So even like mini bosses like this give you some kind of reward, which is super cool. Like you don't really feel like you're wasting your time. You're killing those mini bosses, or that they're put in there just for the sake of, you know, having something in there. So these are quite rewarding as well. Okay, it looks like we found the next boss. These are actually two dudes. I think they oh no. I thought they shared hit points, but they don't. But again, I think these are just mini bosses because we are melting them. Now, I'm not sure if we're melting them just because they're mini bosses or because we have like really well geared people in here. Plus these guys like 768 CP. Ooh, that's transforming. Oh shit, that looks cool. I'm gonna get a bit closer just to see what it looks like, but yeah, I should keep my distance. He does some pretty dank AoE stuff that I should try to keep out of. Let's kill the ads first. There we go. And then again, let's use conduit. So he is spawning like these little lightning things, little lightning balls that you would want to keep out of. But again, like it's almost half dead. So again, I'm not sure if, oh shit, I took that like a noob right to the face. I'm not sure if that is because we have all these geared people or this boss is just really weak. I have no idea, but oh, get out of that. I got stunned, but it's dead. So this looks to be the end boss. I'm not exactly sure if it is because again, I see pretty low hit points, but we're like in a ring and it has some channeling stuff. Oh shit, what is this? Yeah, we should definitely get out of that. Oh, damn it. We got wiped. Okay, that was actually pretty cool. See, this is what I mean. Like, if you don't know the mechanics of the fight, this could happen. I'm guessing this is something like the explosions should not overlap. I mean, to me, that's what it looks like. But everybody just got wiped out, which is kind of funny. But let's give this another shot. We got this. This can't be that difficult, right? But again, if it's difficult, then that's even better, because I do like a challenge. Okay, so this, it does this, and then we should get the hell out of there. Oh, come on. Okay, I just got stunned, which is good. There we go. I think I'm understanding the tactics. I mean, I haven't, maybe I should have read up on this. Oh, come on, don't die. There we go. That's why we have self-heal. You know what? I'm just gonna keep my distance. Okay. Well, I have a shield on me. Oh, no. Whoo! There we go. Okay. He's dead. He's dead. There we go. Whoo! We completed it. This was actually quite fun. Alright, so this is the end boss. Narianeth. I think I pronounced that correctly. Ah, did you see that dodge? That was just so pro. Don't stand in stuff. Standard MMO things, right? Okay, let's heal everybody up. Let's switch to melee. Ooh, okay. There you are. I'm not even sure, like, he's channeling something. Should I even be close to this guy right now? I don't know. This guy is, so I'll just go with the flow. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Okay. Let's use this to debuff him. Okay, and now let's go in. Maybe we could ulti here. Yeah. Use conduit. Use the bleeds. Bam. Okay, he's going down. He's going down. There we go. Activity complete. Alright, that was it. This is like all the loot I got from this specific boss. But again, like another cool thing in all of the dungeons is that you actually need to go around and find treasure like scattered throughout the dungeon. As opposed to WoW, where you kind of know where the loot is. Like you kill the end boss, you get the loot, or you get loot from any boss. But in ESO, in dungeons, you have loot and random stuff scattered throughout the dungeon. So again, they focus on exploration, and you do get rewarded for exploring the dungeon itself and like all the nooks and crannies, which is super cool. Alright, so that concludes today's video where we took a look at ESO's dungeons. Now again, this is just barely scratching the surface. It was simply a normal dungeon, but I think it gives you a rough idea of what this content looks like and decide if you want to give it a shot or not. With that being said, thank you for watching this video. Again, I tend to ramble on so much, but I really do appreciate all the support and comments you guys left on the previous videos. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you. So until next time, take care, have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.